Everyone around me spoke English, simple English, clear English, but my mind went blank. I stood there listening, nodding, smiling, but inside I felt lost, not because English was difficult, but because my fear was louder than my words. If you live in the UK and English sounds simple but still confuses you, this story is for you. Please stay. You are not alone. Everyone used simple English around me, but still I felt completely lost in the UK. This feeling confused me more than anything else. People were not using difficult words. They were not speaking fancy English. Their sentences were short, clear, and normal. Yet, when they spoke, my mind could not move fast enough. My ears heard the words, but my brain could not connect them quickly. I stood there listening, smiling, pretending to understand, while inside I felt pressure building slowly. If you are learning English in the UK and feel this silent confusion, this slow English story is for you. This story is made for UK A1 English beginners who understand words but still feel lost in real life. Before coming to the UK, I believed my English was good enough. I studied basic English. I practiced simple sentences. I watched videos. I listened to slow English. In my room, everything felt clear. I could understand questions. I could answer confidently. I thought real life would be the same. But the first weeks in the UK showed me something very different. English here was not difficult, but it was fast, emotional, and full of moments. People spoke while walking, while working, while smiling, while doing many things at once. English was not waiting for me. It kept moving and I felt left behind. On my first week, I noticed something strange. People spoke politely. They smiled. They used easy words, but they did not pause. They did not repeat unless I asked. Their English flowed naturally, like water. In shops, workers asked simple questions. On buses, drivers spoke short sentences. At work, co-workers used basic English. Still, my mind froze again and again. I understood the words later, not in the moment. When the moment passed, I understood everything clearly, but it was too late to reply. One day, at a small shop, the cashier asked me something very simple. I knew the words, I knew the meaning, but my brain needed more time. I stood there for 2 seconds, then 3. The silence felt loud. People behind me waited. My heart started beating faster. I answered quickly, but my voice sounded unsure. When I left the shop, I kept thinking, why did this feel so hard? The English was simple. The situation was simple, but my mind felt slow. In public places, this feeling followed me everywhere. On the street, people asked quick questions. At work, small talk happened suddenly. Someone said hello, then asked something else immediately. I wanted to reply properly, but my brain was still processing the first sentence. I nodded. I smiled. I used one-word answers. Inside, I felt disappointed in myself. I was not silent because I did not know English. I was silent because my mind could not keep up with the speed of real conversations. At home, everything changed again. I replayed the conversations in my head. Suddenly, everything made sense. I understood every sentence. I knew what I should have said. I felt frustrated. I asked myself again and again, if the English is simple, why do I feel lost? Slowly I started to understand the real problem. The problem was not vocabulary. The problem was not grammar. The problem was speed, confidence, and pressure. Living in the UK taught me something important in those first weeks. English in real life is not only about words, it is about timing, tone, and calmness. My English knowledge was there, but my confidence was not ready yet. My brain needed time to adjust. Every new sound, every accent, every quick reply felt like a test. I felt tired after small conversations. My mind worked harder than before. This tiredness made me feel lost, even when the English was simple. If you are living in the UK and feel the same way, remember this: you are not alone. Many beginners understand English but struggle in real moments. Feeling lost does not mean you are bad at English. It means your mind is still learning the rhythm of the language. English feels easy on paper, but real-life English moves fast. Your brain needs time to catch up. In my first weeks, I blamed myself a lot. I thought I was weak, I thought I was slow, but slowly I realized this experience is normal. Real English is not slow like lessons. It does not wait. It happens quickly, naturally, and without warning. Understanding this helped me feel calmer. I stopped fighting myself. I started accepting that learning real English takes time. This was only the beginning of my journey in the UK. I was still lost, but I was learning something new every day. Not just English words, but how English lives in real life. After those first confusing weeks, I slowly started noticing patterns in my daily life in the UK. English was everywhere, but it never waited for me. Conversations started suddenly and ended quickly. People did not mean to confuse me, but they lived inside the language, while I was still learning how to breathe in it. At work, colleagues asked simple questions, but they asked them while walking, while typing, while doing other tasks. There was no pause, no warning. By the time my brain understood the question, the moment to reply had already passed. This made me feel invisible again and again, even though people were talking directly to me. One thing that confused me the most was small talk. The words were easy, but the speed was not. Someone would say, "You all right?" And before I could answer properly, they were already walking away. At first, I thought they did not care. Later, I learned this was normal in the UK, but in those early days, it made me feel lost. I wanted time to reply, I wanted time to think, but English did not slow down for me. At work, meetings were the hardest. People spoke politely but quickly. They nodded, they agreed, they moved on. I listened carefully, trying to catch every word. My brain felt tired halfway through. I understood parts of the conversation, but not the full picture. When someone asked for my opinion, fear entered my chest. I knew the topic. I knew what I wanted to say, but my thoughts stayed trapped inside my head. I answered with short sentences, hoping it was enough. Every evening I went home mentally exhausted, not because of physical work, but because my brain worked non-stop in English. I replayed conversations again and again. I noticed that when I replayed them slowly in my head, everything became clear. This made me realize something painful but important. I was not bad at English. I was just not fast enough yet. Slowly, I stopped blaming myself. I started observing instead. I noticed how native speakers use simple words but changed their tone. I noticed how emotions, facial expressions, and timing mattered more than grammar. English in real life was not like lessons. It was alive. It moved. It changed. And my brain needed time to adapt. One day, something small but important happened. A co-worker asked me a simple question and waited. She did not rush. She did not interrupt. She waited quietly. That pause gave my brain time. I answered slowly. My sentence was not perfect, but it was clear. She smiled and replied normally. That moment stayed with me all day. It showed me that when English slows down, my confidence comes back. After that day, I changed my approach. I stopped trying to reply quickly. I allowed silence. I allowed myself to think. If someone waited, I spoke. If they did not, I did not blame myself. I started practicing calm English, not fast English. I focused on understanding the feeling of conversations, not just the words. Some days were still difficult. There were days when I felt lost again. There were moments when English felt heavy in my head. But now I understood why. My mind was still adjusting to real-life English speed. This understanding made the fear smaller. I was no longer confused about why simple English felt hard. I finally knew the reason. This realization did not solve everything, but it changed how I saw myself. I stopped feeling broken. I stopped feeling slow. I started feeling like a learner again. And this was the moment when my journey truly began, not with perfect English, but with patience. With time, I started understanding that being lost was not failure. It was part of learning. English did not become easy suddenly, but my fear slowly became quieter. I noticed that my ears were changing. Sounds that once felt too fast started feeling familiar. My brain did not panic as much as before. When people spoke, I still missed words, but I no longer felt ashamed. I accepted that understanding everything was not required to survive in the UK. Understanding enough was enough. I also learned something very important about myself. I learned that silence does not mean weakness. Silence can mean thinking. Silence can mean learning. In the beginning, I stayed quiet because I was scared. Now, I stayed quiet because I was choosing my words. This small change gave me power. I was no longer invisible. I was present in my own way. At work, I slowly became more comfortable. I did not force myself to speak long sentences. I spoke when I felt ready. Sometimes it was one sentence. Sometimes it was only a few words. But every time I spoke, I felt a little stronger. People listened. Nobody judged me. I realized that most people were not watching my mistakes. They were just living their own lives. Outside work, simple moments started feeling easier. In shops, I asked questions without fear. On buses, I listened calmly to announcements. I stopped translating everything in my head. I started understanding naturally. English stopped feeling like an enemy. It started feeling like a tool, something I could use slowly, carefully, in my own way. There were still hard days, days when my brain felt tired, days when English felt heavy again. But now I knew this was normal. Learning a language is not a straight line. Some days you move forward. Some days you stay still. That does not mean you are failing. One evening I realized something powerful. I was walking home after work, listening to people talk around me. English was still fast, but my mind was calm. I was not scared anymore. I did not feel invisible. I felt present. I felt like I belonged, even if my English was not perfect. That was the moment I understood the truth. I was never lost because English was simple. I was lost because my mind needed time. And time was exactly what I gave myself. If you feel lost in the UK because English feels simple but confusing, remember this: you are not slow. You are learning. Your brain is adjusting. Your confidence is growing quietly. You do not need perfect grammar. You do not need fast replies. You only need patience with yourself. English becomes easier when fear becomes smaller. English becomes friendly when you stop rushing. If this slow English story helped you feel understood, this channel is for you. This space is for UK A1 learners who want calm, clear, real English without pressure. Thank you for listening. You are not lost. You are on your way.